Hi, hello, welcome to day 6 of learning hiragana. Woo! Really quickly, I just want to say I really appreciate all the comments you guys are leaving. I do read all of them, and I just really appreciate when you give me words of encouragement or also tips on my pronunciation. Don't feel free to be like, hey, you pronounced this wrong. Like maybe you want it to sound more like this in English, or we use this character for whatever. But yeah, so do leave me tips, or if you have easier ways for me to pronounce it, because obviously I know my pronunciation isn't perfect, and I'm still trying to distinguish a lot of different sounds because sometimes they sound similar to me, or it gets very confusing. As you'll see, one of the characters we're going to learn today, I still have a hard time pronouncing because I don't know, something in my brain is not clicking. And I'm sure the more exposure and immersion I get, the better it'll get or become. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. So we also have a lot of sounds to go over today, especially compared to if you saw yesterday's video. So yeah, our first character is ha, ha, as in it's hot, ha, ha. So I put some people kind of sweating under the sun. And then I also put a little picture of a basketball going in like a basketball hoop. To remember the little hoop, the loop-de-loop right there, because I don't want to confuse it with the other character, Ke. Remember like 17's carrot, Ke. So not to confuse those two, I put the little basketball hoop to remind me, okay, there's like a little loop with ha. So ha. Now we have two other sounds. The first is the little dakten you're probably familiar with, so ha turns into ba, like when sheep go ba or ba, however sheep sound. But the ba. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So ha and ba. And finally, we have maru, which is the little circle, and ha turned into pa. And you should be able to hear like a little air coming out as you say it. So pa. So I was thinking, oh, papa. So I put, two dads and their kids. So ha, ba, and pa. Ha, ba, and pa. One other thing I learned is that when ha is used as a topic marking particle, its sound changes into wa, like in water, wa. So that, I guess for this one, there's 4 sounds technically. So ha, wa, ba, and pa. So those are the 4 sounds. Moving on, we have he, as in he from Michael Jackson. So I put a little picture of Michael Jackson to remember he, as in he. And 4, to kind of remember the shape, it reminds me of like a horseshoe. So I put pictures of 4 different horseshoes to kind of help me. It's a very unique shape. I like it though. So a horseshoe to remember he. And then he with the dakten turned into B, as in BB, who is a solo artist from Korea. So I put a picture of BB to remember B. And then our last sound will be P. And I remember from the anime Gonkin Alice, there's a character named Pio. I think it's Pio. Pio. Yeah, Pio. So I have a little picture of it waving, Pio. Putting it all together, we have he as in he, then B as in BB, and then P as in Pio. Our next character, now this is the one that's really hard for me. I'm so scared to say it because I feel like I'm gonna get it wrong. But from my understanding, obviously it's not like an F sound. It's like a soft F. Not really. Okay, it's like fu. I saw someone describing it as like if you're blowing out candles. So fu. It's not the same harshness that we have in English with the F sound. So it's not like f, right? It's not like a f. It's like a fu. But I've also, all the videos, I watched a lot of videos, like hearing people say it. And sometimes it sounds like fu. And other times it sounds like hu. Fu. And I'm like trying to distinguish the difference. So I think the more words I use, or the more vocabulary I find using fu, the easier it'll be for me to like know what it sounds like. But to remember the sound, I put a picture of Mount Fuji, and also a picture of someone doing some kung fu. Hopefully I'll get it, but yeah, fu. Also, another way to remember the name is from the anime Clannad. There is a character named Fuko. Yeah, Fuko. Ibiki Fuko. Fu. And the shape of fu kind of reminds me of the letter 3, especially depending on the font you use. So I put a little letter 3 and then a picture of Fuko from Clannad. So then fu with the dakten turned into bu. So I put a picture of Majin Buu from Dragon Ball. Boo, fu, boo. And finally we have poo, as in Winnie the Pooh, poo. So fu, boo, and poo. Whew, I feel like they're so like such soft sounds that I'm like trying to really, make it clear. There's like this, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like I always have to be like so delicate because I'm like, oh, I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying a different sound than the sound that I'm trying to say. Does that make sense? So fu, boo, and poo. Okay, next we have he, as in hey. So it's a kind of an inside joke, not really, between me and my mom. So every time we drive and we see like one of those cars that have like hey on the back of them, we're always like, hey. It's because they have the same sound. So I put a picture of some hey and someone waving like they're going hey. So hey for hey, and then be, as in bed, bed, bed. And finally pe. And for pet, I put pet as in like pet. So I put a hamster, a turtle, and a cat for pet as in pet. At first I actually had the mnemonic like pay, but that it wasn't really clicking. I was like, oh, that's too close to the A sound. So I was like, never mind. Because I feel like if you say it, I feel like if you draw it out, it kind of sounds like pay, as if you're paying pay. But I think pet is a better analogy. So pay. Yeah, he, be, and pe. And then, so when he is used as a particle, it changes its sound to like the letter e. So I put a little, what's it called? I was trying to think of that one girl from Fruit Basket, because I'm pretty sure that's the animal she is. A boar, right? That's a boar, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But yeah, so he turns into when used as a particle. So we have he, be, pe, and e. And then our final character is ho, as in ho, ho. Or what I put actually for the mnemonic is J, hope. Yeah, J, hope. And then ho turns into bo. So I put a picture of a pretty pink bo. And then the final sound is po, as in Po from, what movie are you from, Po? Po from Kung Fu Panda. Po. And that is all our sounds. So let's go through them again real quick. Ha, he. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, back up, rewind. So ha into ba, and then pa, wa. Then he into b, and then p, and then fu into bu, and then pu, and then he into be, and then pe, and e. And finally ho into bo, and then po. I'm not going to try to say it fast because I'm, as you see, I'm struggling. But those are the sounds. I think it's going to take a while for me to commit to memory. And I've seen like a couple words with them, and it's always like so hard to be like, okay, I know this is like, I'll see the I guess the OG character for it. Like I'll see maybe he, and then I'll see like the little maru, and I'm like, okay, I know that's the character for he, but what is it when it sounds like that? It's okay, it's not. So I kind of go down the list. I'm like he into be, and then to pe. Like I haven't had that automaticity to be like, okay, I see pe, and I can immediately tell it's pe. I have to kind of go to he and then like, I don't know, reverse psychology in my mind to be like, okay, this is the sound it makes, but I know it comes from this character. But that's the fun about language learning. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for day 7, which is crazy to think I've been doing this for almost a week now. And once I do hiragana, I'm planning to move on to katakana. I might do that one a little faster because I already know the sounds. It's just more so committing the characters to memory. And then I might, starting Sunday, don't don't hold me on this. I want to start incorporating some vocabulary from my immersion just to start it. I heard of like a lot of things about Anki, but I don't know if I necessarily want to do Anki in the beginning because I still want to keep it fun, and I do like kind of creating PowerPoints. So I haven't totally figured out how I'm gonna study vocabulary. But yeah, so look forward to that. Or I've also thought about like going through like those kind of easy to read books. I think they're called tadoku, where they're meant for like beginner readers, and then kind of read the text without looking up anything, and then afterwards going back and seeing, okay, what is actually being said. You first read from the context and like the pictures, but then you actually can go back and see, oh, this is what they were saying. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling on now, but expect to see some future vocabulary videos in the near future. And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye bye.